It's working for Kauai Week here on Living 808, and we're learning about career opportunities. Today, we hear from the Chamber of Commerce about the demand for employees and the impact on the island.
As we focus on employment specifically for Kauai, we are talking with the Chamber of Commerce CEO and President Mark Perriello. Thank you for joining us on Living 808.
Hey, thank you for having me today. I'm really glad to be here.
Well, we're glad to shine a spotlight on job opportunities on Kauai. Like everywhere else, there are challenges finding and keeping good employees right now. Tell me about some of those obstacles that you're seeing on Kauai.
Right. Well, it has been a challenging time for our employers to find employees here on Kauai. I know that it is not a unique problem to our county, but it's something that really exists throughout the state and really nationwide. But I think there's several unique reasons why we're having such trouble here on Kauai attracting employees. I think first and foremost, during the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people have left the island. People are still concerned about COVID-19 and the Delta variant, especially. And so they're afraid to be in a workplace where they might expose themselves and, more importantly, their loved ones to this variant. People have had challenges with healthcare that has changed now that students are back in the school system, which is great. And I think a lot of people have really taken advantage of the generous unemployment benefits that have existed during COVID-19. But as that draws to a close, I think we'll see more and more people returning to the workforce. If you don't know, we actually were at a high of about 11.2% unemployment in June, and we're down to 8.9% as of August. So the numbers are moving in the right direction.
Let's talk a little bit about the impacts on Kauai of all the things you've mentioned about keeping and sustaining a workforce across businesses across the island.
Yeah, there definitely has been an impact. Quite frankly, it was a very special time to be on Kauai during the COVID-19 pandemic. We didn't have a lot of tourists here, and so the beaches were empty, the hiking trails were empty, and you could get into any restaurant that was open, without really making much plans. That has changed very dramatically. There are long wait times at restaurants. If you're even able to get in, people are booking restaurants, at least a month in advance, if not, well beyond that, because it's really hard to get in. And that's really due to a staffing shortage, right? People do not have the capacity to serve the number of patrons that they used to pre-pandemic. A lot of the activity companies are sold out, and they're sold out not just due to demand, but due to the fact that they don't have enough people to really help the tourists in the way that they want to. And so they're not able to take the volume that they used to in the past. And then there's just a lack of services at some of the hotels, people not offering food and beverage or room service simply because they can't find the employees right now.
And like you said, this is an issue that is happening in many places, you name it. What solutions do you see?
This is not a temporary crisis. This employee shortage crisis is one that is not going to go anywhere until we solve some really intractable problems here on Kauai. The cost of living, the cost of housing, the cost of groceries. If we're going to remain competitive with the mainland and elsewhere, we really need to solve some of these problems so that people can live here and not have to work 2 and 3 jobs in order to make ends meet. And I think really that's one of the other challenges that we're seeing is that people realize there's more to life than working from sun up to sundown in order to make ends meet. And so where they might have had 2 jobs in the past, they're looking for 1 job now or have 1 job, and they're figuring out how to make ends meet with that 1 job instead of really, taking time away from family and other activities of life in order to make ends meet.
Is there someplace that you recommend that people should go if they're either looking for a new job or career, or also some businesses who might be looking to hire?
Yeah, so, I think the best place to look on a small island like Kauai are places like Indeed. The Craigslist ads are still really robust here. I know that not many people are using Craigslist anymore, but I think here you really find a lot of opportunity there. There is the Chamber of Commerce Hawaii website, as well as KHON2's job board, which I really encourage people to look at as well.
Mark, thank you so much for coming on Living 808 and telling us about the opportunities and also challenges that Kauai is seeing right now.
Hey, thank you for shining a spotlight on Kauai this week. We are so grateful to KHON2 and Living 808. Have a great day.
A lot of opportunities. You got to try on a few for size, right? At least for.
I did, as a matter of fact. But I mean, yesterday we visited the bank. Today it's the Chamber of Commerce. We've got other things coming up, and you know, they need help.
They do. Everyone, Hawaiian Airlines too. So we're posting all those on our website, and
Absolutely,
you can
yeah.
look for resources as well.